Weka shida chini, glasi juu, tujipongeze, sijali wanafiki wambea, chapa mziki, wote tucheze.
Bunny boy, Chewy, Platinums.
It's the kids, baby.
Maswali mengi kwa waiter, hauna hela nini? Iyo shingapi, hauna hela nini? Maswali mengi kwa waiter, hauna hela nini? Ile shingapi, hauna hela nini?
Nimeachwa staki tena maswali, naenda bichi kula upepo wa bahari, na umwagilia moyo mziki kwa mbali, jimbo liko wazi, sema nitakubali.
Unanitaka, eti unanipenda, unanitaka, eti unanipenda, unanitaka, eti unanipenda, unanitaka, eti unanipenda. Bwana wewe,
Hela ya kodi na iyo ya pombe, baba mwenye nyumba kileta fyoko na tia makonde, na kama ya nogi mapenzi usikonde, akiringa kwende chukua mwingine sauti yonge.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl Hadiza Atta, and this is your favorite channel, Africa Living with Hadiza, the one and only channel that focuses on everything African, our incredible African food, our music, our culture, our traditions, our incredible locations, and of course our amazing African people. If this is your first time stumbling upon this channel, ensure that you hit the subscribe button before you leave this place. And if you're a returning subscriber, my notification gang, the real MVPs, thank you for always riding with me. So talking about these amazing African personalities, today I have the privilege, the honor, the prestige to spend time with one of these incredible African personalities. She's the most exclusive, most creative, and most spectacular event planner in Abuja. Fondly known as the doyen of events, she puts the D in details, and her exquisite crafting, the way the 1% of the 1% clamor to work with her, it is evident that her excellence speaks volumes. I am talking about none other but the one and only Tolulope Akinlade. She is the founder and creative director of the Chimera Company, one of the biggest event planning companies in Abuja. And if you know anything about Nigerians, you know that we love a good party. And this is one of those women that make it happen. She has curated events for Africa's finest from all over Nigeria to Africa, and now extending her reach abroad. She was gracious and kind enough to have me on one of her production sets as they set up for an exclusive event, telling me, welcoming me into her world, telling me how she started this incredible business, the challenges she has faced so far, and her visions for the future. Ensure you watch this video to the end to get incredible advice from one of the best people in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode, and I shall see you at the end of the video. Okay, so this is the mastermind.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Great.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Tolulope Akinlade, the creative director of the Chimera Company. Chimera Company, the production company, event production company, where we handle both corporate events and social events, weddings as well. So pretty much the idea of Chimera is, the meaning of Chimera is something out of this world. So our job is to bring out your imagination to life. That's what we do. So we're quite a very, like, when you talk about production, that means from the start of your event to the finish of your event to the post-production, we follow through. we create your event. So you run your brief with us. We go back, and then we create something out of your brief and come back to you, run it by you. You okay, and then we start.
Okay.
You know.
So
So right now
Yeah.
we're live here at a Kamu event. Kamu is a traditional marriage in the northern region.
Okay.
Whereby they unveil the bride. The groom family unveils the bride and takes their bride. What's one? What's one? You know that they don't. We must see your face. So, how did I start? So, like, I think Kimera is going to be 10 years officially 10 years next year.
wow.
And so it's going to be like a major thing going up for us.
Okay.
But I started, I think, how did I start? I studied insurance.
Wow.
Yes, insurance. But I realized that growing up, I had aunties that were into events, catering. So most of them, I'm always tagging along.
Okay.
And I was privileged, like, when I think there was strike and I had to work with an hospitality company. So I'm actually into hospitality.
Okay.
And Kimera is one part of my business, and I have another business called African Hospitality and Event Management Conference,
Okay.
whereby the idea of that is to promote Africa to the world. So you travel from one country to another with people learning different cultures. So we've been privileged to go to Ghana, Morocco,
Wow.
and you know, and we're moving.
I love it.
We took a team to Lebanon to witness, to be on a particular set of one of the biggest event production guy in the world, one of the biggest event production guy in the world,
Wow.
which is Wildest in Lebanon. So we're in Lebanon at the last month, and then it was a beautiful experience watching the life-size event go up. It was beautiful.
Wow.
So pretty much I started at that, and I was privileged to work with one of the 2 event companies, which I learned on with them. Apart from that, before I started, I was privileged to do a project. I did project management.
Okay.
So from there, I learned on the processes of project management. So literally, my events are like projects actually, because it's not just plug and play.
Yeah.
It requires build up and follow up with clients and all that. So I learned that over the years.
Okay.
And
So, but did you always want to do interior, or the interest just came
I
along
think
the
the
line?
interest has just always been there. I just want to see things being done. I followed my auntie,
Okay.
helped out with setups, and it was just always what I want to do, you know. I just
Okay.
love setups. And then we come with I think at the age of, one thing I realized that secondary school,
Yeah.
there was one day, because of all I do, I sat down, I was able to do a proper checklist of all sort of events.
Wow.
I need to look for that note. I had all like checklists for funeral, for this, and I'm like, everything you need to do. So one day I sat down, I was thinking, and somebody just, okay, how did it even start really?
Yeah.
And I just remember that I actually did that while I was in secondary school. So, but every time I'm available, my auntie will call me, can you come? Let's go to work.
Yeah.
And that was a love. And then I was privileged. There was one day I went for an event and I loved I think it was Sapphire. That was the event planner then. I think I was in university. I was like, oh, nice. So the interest started coming in like that. I had another family friend of ours, which was Sheyi Otuyemi.
Okay.
So she was a cocktail person. So we had events. We were always in one event or the other. I'm literally always in charge of our events. So,
Okay.
you know, that all built up my whole enthusiasm for event management. At the same time, I got into Abuja to serve. And after serving, the first job I got was a project manager on a project.
Okay.
On the first National Vaccine Summit in Nigeria.
Okay.
That was 2012.
Wow.
And from there, I worked with another organization, which were actually big on luxury weddings.
Okay.
And that's how we started.
Wow. And the
And then
rest
after-
is obviously history.
So it's been a journey. It's been ups and downs.
Yeah.
But you know, when you stay positive, you have to keep. One thing I tell people: you can't be static.
True.
You have to keep upscaling. You have to upscale, and keep upscaling, because what you did today, another is going to do it. So you have to think, what's next?
I
So
love
you don't
that.
stay in one
In
place.
the same
You
place.
Keep telling yourself, how can I do better?
I love that.
So I don't feel like I'm the best. I just feel like what's the next thing? How can I get better than where I was?
I love it.
So that's how you should live life. That's how I live my life. And I'm a competition. Like I tell myself and I tell my team members, I'm a competition to myself.
Yeah.
So I'm a competition. If you're in competition with somebody, I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm not under pressure. My pressure is myself.
Yeah.
So I put myself under the pressure that how can I be a better person for myself? And in every, there's a lot of every day, every season, there's a new season, there are new things coming up.
Yeah.
You need to be updated.
True.
You need to be upgraded.
True.
So that you can keep up the work.
Definitely.
I keep doing great. Okay, so this one, right? Yeah. Oh, hi everyone. So pretty much we're live here in a camel set. It's an event of 1,000 seater.
Wow.
So I remember when my client contacted us and they wanted a camel set. So the basic colors for camels are red, gold.
Okay.
Red and gold pretty much, and probably a touch of cream of some sort. So because I really don't always like the regular
Conventional thing.
We just don't like to do the regular. And guess what? The client is actually from the father of the bride is actually from Gwari.
Okay.
And Gwari's color, this is a Gwari fabric, it's blue. So why do
Beautiful.
red when you can do blue?
Love
And this
it.
has never been done by anyone. This is like a typical, like not a regular setup for cam. Yes, it's a customized set for this client.
Okay.
Pretty much she's been involved in trying to model that, making from scratch, building, making sure it comes out the exact way we want it.
Wow.
So I'd like you guys to meet the guru, the event guru. I conceptualize my
Okay.
event.
Okay.
I tell her what I want. But when you are working with a very good professional decorator, they can bring your decor to life.
True.
So I would like you to meet Ajia Miro. She's
Hello, everyone. My name is Mira Abdullahi.
She's going to be telling us about the camel, what camel's about. So you
Okay.
guys know what camel's about. So
Hello everyone, my name is Mira Abdullahi and actually I'm fascinated about anything culture.
Okay.
Like basically the area one, the northern Nigerian traditional, basically. So we're here, I'm part of the Chimera event production and we're here to do like a very unique and something out of the world that has never been done before. And I'm actually excited about this project, really.
Okay, so tell us about the camel. What's a camel?
Okay, camel, according to the Hausa tradition, is when a bride goes in hiding. Typically, a bride goes in hiding. Nobody knows the location except her friends, her bridesmaids, basically.
Okay.
So then the groom's side and her family as well will go searching for her from house to house until the location she has been hidden is known. Basically, they get to know about where she's hiding from her friends. And by the time they get to know where she's hiding, the groom's side, there is usually a negotiation being done between the friends and the groom's side.
Okay.
They pay a token before they can have access to the room she's hiding.
Okay.
And then usually an elder aunt comes with a calabash of henna, soaked henna that is soaked for like a couple of days, and the soaked henna is will now be splashed all over her body. She gets she gets really dirty with the henna all over her body, and the friends as well. So after that, and that's it. It's a wrap for the camel procedure. Yeah.
Then they come for the celebration.
But now,
obviously.
actually, with time, time changes. So, it's no longer the way it used to be.
Okay.
Now it's done on the stage because
let me show
people
you
are
where she's going to be hiding now.
Yeah, so maybe.
So right here, this is where the bride is going to be sitting and waiting to be
Unveiled.
and
Oh my
brought
God, I
out.
love it.
So she's kind of sits here.
It looks so
and it's
mysterious.
all covered.
Wow.
And, all our friends covers her up and all that. Then they come in. The groom's family comes in, and they perfume her literally.
Okay.
So they put a perfume around her, and then they bring her out.
Wow.
So the groom's family finds her here.
Okay.
Put a perfume they must put a perfume over her, like this is our bride, like approved. This is our
Yeah.
bride. And then they bring her out all the way.
Should we
And then
use
she comes
this
back.
as like
The cover. So when we talk about conceptualizing, you have to do a lot of, the brief of the client determines what the research is going to be on and what the concept is going to come up with. Thank God we have the likes of Pinterest,
Okay.
whereby you can paste everything and merge everything together. At the same time, you can think, okay, for this section, I want it like this, even though you don't have. I'm going to give you an example. You can look at that screen, for example.
Okay.
Everybody will probably leave it at that.
Yeah.
But we had made an extra effort to make sure it looks really traditional, so it's properly framed
Wow.
with the raffia.
Oh,
So there's a
I
blend
see. Into the
event.
So that's a projector now
Yes,
covered
that's the
with
screen
wow, that's
with the
beautiful.
raffia. So it's all blending in. So we picked the choice of marquee because the client was like, it's an evening come is mostly in the evening, so
Okay.
it's about 4 p.m. And we had the privilege of bringing in. We installed this marquee actually. It's a 30 by 50 meter marquee.
Wow.
To seat about 1,000 people. And we picked the choice of this marquee was because it's a camel and there's a lot of gold.
Okay.
And there's a lot of lightning happening. And I wanted to see through seeing if you look at that view with all the green.
Yes, the greens. I've been
You
noticing it.
understand?
It's so beautiful.
You can see it at night. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's the whole idea.
So it gives like an illusion like you're in the forest.
Exactly.
Oh,
So because
that's
it's
gorgeous.
tradition.
Yes.
And it's not like normal, like it's not the normal contemporary or like the English style.
True.
It's a traditional decor. So, and my client was like, "Can I have the covered one?" I said, "No. Leave it to us to deliver this for you."
I love it.
And I think she came in and she was like, "Oh my God, it's going to be beautiful." Like, yeah.
I love it.
So
I love it.
that we advise our clients accordingly.
Okay.
And most of the time our client just lets us be. I'm sure you can see there's no client here trying to monitor us.
True.
We deliver.
I love
We
it.
actually try to over deliver.
I love it.
My understate, but we over deliver. That's what I can tell you.
That's
so
beautiful.
I'm sure the event is tomorrow. We're like 70% done.
Okay.
And then by midnight, we're going to walk out tonight. We've been on this set for the past since 4 days.
Wow.
The mountain of the marquee. And then she started at work 2 days ago.
Okay.
And like that. You've been here.
That's lovely.
See you soon.
Okay, so tell us some of the challenges you've encountered. I know Nigeria is not the easiest place to run a business, but I mean, how do you do it literally? How do you do it?
You have to be very, very. So, challenges in Nigeria. We'll start with the artisans and the vendors sometimes. But pretty much, I feel like when you pay for premium, you get service. But, you can't rule out the logistics involved. Artisans you work with because of, you're trying to push them to do what they've never done.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's always like a battle.
True.
So, the way I've trained my team is, you don't come to me and tell me, when I tell you to do something, you don't come and tell me it's impossible. So if I can think it, it's possible. It might take a longer process to get it done, but just get it done. So like those are challenges we face. What else I call challenges? I don't know. Clients can be very difficult sometimes.
Okay.
And they want premium and they're not willing to pay for premium. And how do you do that?
Yeah.
So really. Would I say government? Probably you have to talk about taxes.
Yeah.
But pretty much
That's
taxes.
pretty. Okay.
Staffing sometimes.
But obviously, I mean, you find a way to weather through all of those
So we
storms.
just always have to just keep, sometimes rain.
Yeah.
So like really, I'm trusting God that Lord, fingers crossed, no rain tomorrow because the rainy season. Hi. Need for us better.
Okay. Hello, you're welcome.
Into tea and spice, you know those.
Okay. Arabian tea. That's
what
lovely.
tea.
And you guys are going to have an amazing one.
Oh my God, we can't wait. We can't wait.
How you have you been? Came check your space.
Yes, I just get
Fantastic. Do you want the auto? You want in the? So I'm
Let me
thinking.
just have a
Check where you want. So
Okay, so
pretty much.
anybody who would like to, you know, do what you're doing, young people, we know a lot of young people aspire to have businesses in Nigeria, and of course,
So what I will tell people, it's
Yeah.
never going to be easy. Nothing. Anybody tell you it's easy, but you have to have resilience. You gotta have a goal. You have to have a vision. Whatever you think, you can have.
yeah,
So I always like there's a saying that's in the Bible that says, "As far as your eyes can see, I will give you."
Yeah.
So what do you see?
sure.
What do you see?
I love that.
So most of the time, I try not to see the negative aspect of anything.
Yeah.
I try to stay positive, not because everything is fine,
Yeah,
but I just like to believe that everything is actually fine, because the more you think the negative, the more you can move forward.
true.
I deal with a lot of things. I've like talked about staffing, talked about assistants, talked about a lot of things, but guess what? You forge ahead, you keep moving. Nothing should pull you down. So if you want to, like now, having a business in Nigeria is not for the faint-hearted. You have to deal with electricity, deal with power, deal with government, deal with a lot of things. But you know what? You have to keep moving.
Yes.
Have a structure. I always tell people, when you have a vision, come up with a structure instead of the blueprint.
Yeah.
You must put everything in writing.
Love that.
Have a blueprint so that guides you. When you look at your blueprint and you're about to give up, you pick it up again and say, you know what, we got this. We strategize, we
Yeah.
think, always review and update. And people always tell you, okay, well, I can do the business, but you don't need money to start event management. You don't
True.
need money. You need the minimum of like money. You need just branding. You don't need your logo ready. You need
Yeah.
your curriculum ready. You need your profile ready. And those things can be done in less than how much?
True.
And then you go out. You use friends, family to get the contact. And be ready to do free jobs. To start, be ready to do free. Get ready, get on people's sets and say, can I volunteer
Yeah.
for free? If they give you something, fine. If they don't, but you're learning on the job.
True. True.
Event management is you have to keep learning on the job. I was privileged to work for free for a client, and
Okay.
that was the first birthday, our 50th birthday. It was nice. That's how I started Chimera,
Wow.
literally. And it came from a friend that knows that okay, she's good. So word of mouth is what makes this business. If you go to my Instagram page, I'm not the best on the page on in terms of posting, but I tell you, I have won almost all the best of the clients you can think of because
that.
my work speaks for me.
I love
And if you put in 85%, you're gonna get 85%. When you put in 100% of your work, don't put money first. Never put money first in your business. You're gonna make money, but when you're making a client, it's not about money.
Yeah.
Sell the idea, sell the value, and then you can make times 3 of what you're supposed to make initially.
I love that.
Because you're selling a brand, you're selling the production,
Yeah.
you're selling the view. They understand it, so they want it. But you're just meeting them, okay, how much do you charge? We charge this. You've already limited your
Self,
creativity.
basically. Yeah.
And you cannot, how do you expand when you already put yourself in the box?
True.
But with being a creative, you have to go crazy, and then the clients give you a budget to shrink it, but you've gone crazy. So when you're shrinking it, it's coming to a little, but you're still getting the premium. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do.
So pretty much that's it.
I love it. Hi, beautiful ladies of Chimera.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Okay, Esther.
was
Hi, I'm
that?
Esther, and I am a staff of Chimera Events.
Okay.
I majorly do floor management for the company.
Okay.
Every event, just make sure guests are comfortable, everything is sorted,
Yeah.
and the table arrangements are aligned, just to make sure the event is really going smoothly and fine. So basically, that's what I do.
That's lovely. How long have you worked?
I've worked with Chimera for over 6 to 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how has your experience been so far?
Fabulous.
I love it.
Fabulous. Like, it's a really good experience.
Okay.
And my boss, of course, is the best out there.
Period.
With her creativity, everything about her is just top notch.
I love
And
that.
it has really showed in our work, and it has helped us meet those clients.
Yeah, the 1% of the 1%.
Yeah, baby.
That's on period.
That's it, period.
All right. Tell us about yourself. Hi.
Okay, I'm Sarah.
Okay. Hi, Sarah.
I work with the Chimera company.
Okay.
And I do floor management and sometimes manage, or like it's the team head of a particular event sometime.
Okay.
So like we've been given that kind of opportunity to be able to manage events by ourselves,
Wow.
by our bosses, by our
lovely.
boss, and then it has been very, I would say, impacting.
Okay.
Like you get to learn on the job and face the challenges,
Yeah.
deal with it head on, and then become better. Like so far we've grown in it.
Okay.
And then I've been here for like 7 to 7 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Same time. And then over time, like we've learned from like this to like this.
Wow.
We've grown.
I love that.
And then with lots of opportunities to meet with clients,
Yeah.
be able to do budgeting, like a lot of opportunities to grow in the event industry. So it has been very interesting so far.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
So what's the best thing that you can say about this job? What can you say has been like your best experience since you started working here?
Best experiences. Okay. I would say being very creative.
Okay.
There are
I
some
love that.
times when you are on a spot where you need to make a decision to change maybe the decoration or
Yeah.
maybe to change something, and then you have to just come up with your A game, and then you have to be on it.
Wow.
You get, and at that point your head is thinking 100 and 1,000.
Yeah.
And then you have to come up with a decision immediately. So yes, creativity has been, one of the major experience I have been able to gather in this so far. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I love
and
that.
for me, I would say being able to work under pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are always
Under pressure.
under pressure, and it has really helped me know how to align my thoughts.
Yeah.
Like she said, be creative and innovative as well.
That's a good
Even
one.
though there is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So that to me, that's it. Really.
I love it. Thank you guys so
Among many
much.
others, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi everybody, my
Hello.
name is Ella for Emanuela actually.
Love that.
So I've been with Chimera starting January.
Okay.
My first job with them was in January. So and I was the project manager for that particular event. It was my very first event, and I had to fly out of Abuja all the way to Benin City. And what was I supposed to do? When they say destination weddings, destination events, I had to practice the local way before flying out. So my very first destination event, it was an awesome experience.
Wow.
From the budgeting, the behind the scenes, managing of vendors, taking care of the guests. It was a seamless event, and I'm so happy I handled that particular event.
So what do you do? You're a project manager?
Depending on the event,
Okay.
I work sometimes as the project manager, as the floor manager, but I'm always the technical person behind the scenes, handling the budget, the numbers, management of vendors from time to time. It's a growing process too, but I'm happy because it helps me deal with numbers.
Yeah.
It helps me be calculative and think on my feet because I have to know every figure of whatever deposit and outstanding balance, because I can be sleeping by 11 and they're waking you up with call. Please, how much are we owing? And you have to always give the exact figure. So on this job, I'm working with Chimera. Yes, there is pressure, but if you're someone that is teachable, first of all, she's a good person to work with. If you're someone that knows how to work under pressure, not the one that you write on your CV, I can work under pressure. When the time comes, you disappear. If you really know how to work under pressure, this is the place for you to learn.
So what would you say has been like your best experience since you started working here?
My best experience, I'll actually say I gained a body. Why? Because I was on my feet from Kebbi to Agenebode for straight 1 week, and I was not allowed to shake.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's
I was
amazing.
not allowed to shake. So it was a fun one because it taught me resilience.
Yeah.
It taught me being patient, even everything is not going well. You have to learn how to be patient as a planner, and above all, never allow your emotions overwhelm you or be there in the face of your clients. Never allow that to happen.
I love that.
As an event planner.
Thank you so much, Ella. Thank you so much. So I stayed back with the team till almost 10 o'clock, and as you can see, everybody was still here slugging it out. I really loved capturing the details on the stage before the lights came on, all the little lamps and their lights. It was just really so gorgeous. The next day was the event itself.
Make sense, not the ganga. Make sense, not the ganga.
So a lot of craziness was going on. Putting this kind of event together to the littlest detail is no easy feat at all. As you can see, there was so much happening backstage, there was so much happening inside. It was literally a madhouse. But one thing is for sure, these guests had the time of their life, and everybody only had praise for the decor, the smoothness of the event, the food. Oh my god, the food. I wasn't even invited, but I had the time of my life. I'm gonna tell you that. So we were able to pull Miss Tolu away for a short time just to hear her final words.
So hi everyone. Hi. So you can imagine it's been a real big day.
Yes.
But you know, it seems everybody's been smiling and leaving happy and saying thank you, great job, great job.
Yeah.
I think that's the joy for us at the Chimera company.
Yeah.
Where we get the pat on the back, great job. That everything we said we're gonna do, we over delivered.
Thank you.
We've not had anything negative on this event, and we're almost like 90% done.
Yeah.
Like from the event, and I just want to give thanks to God Almighty because He's the one that gives us strength to always be there, be our best, and be the best in what we do.
Yeah.
So I just want to give God praise and to all my team.
Yeah.
I have the best team.
You do.
I have the best team.
You really
like,
do.
To be honest,
You really do.
There's no Chimera. I always say to them, there's no Chimera without them.
Very true.
I can have the vision, but if you don't have the people that will drive it with you, you waste your time.
Thank you so much, Chimera. I mean, I've spent a lot of the day with you, and it's not
I'm so
easy.
grateful that you're here.
I admire your strength so much. You are doing an amazing job. Thank you for inspiring a lot of young people, and thank you for opening your doors to us.
Don't give up, keep going, keep driving. It's never going to be easy. You have to go through your process to be what you want to be and be what God wants you to be.
Very true.
So always ask God, what line, how do I go?
Yeah.
For every event we pray, we worship, we fast sometimes when we have to fast.
Wow.
It depends on the inspiration. So it's not our strength.
Yeah.
Because if not for God here, I'm sure this is a mess because there was a lot of attacks.
I can imagine.
I'm a very spiritual person, and you cannot be doing this kind of work without being with God and having His. People wonder, how do you do it? I do it with God. So do it with God.
I love that.
When you don't feel like it, tap on it and pray to God, help me. When it's looking like it's going to fall down, take a break and say, God, help me.
Yeah.
And guess what? It just shows up like this. It shows up. I've seen Him show up over and over again. And there's no God. Without me, I'm nobody. God makes me me. I love you guys. Take care of you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Bye. So this brings me to the end of the video. If you have watched to this point, don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button, and please share. It really helps me so much. Thank you so much, Chimera. Thank you so much, Miss Tolu. I had an amazing time hanging out with you guys, and I would definitely love to do this again. If you have not watched my previous video on an amazing school in Nigeria, the link is right there, and I would love for you to click it, and I shall see you there. Bye.